Hi everyone, Confetti here, and here are my top 10 Christmas specials. Santa Claus just got me through the... He's right here! SD Special Delivery Kluger, SD for short anyway, never gets tongue-tied while he's explaining why those stockings had to be used. The best Kringle red suit is so clever how they utilize as much of what would make sense from the lyrics and would make sense from the entire St. Nicholas legend. Oh, this Bürgermeister Burger finally being thwarted. Yes. Don't have to be corrected by Grimsley. It is the most clever with how you put one foot in front of the other. And you are completely on the best path to how you should live. To being the best. You'll be walking out that door, next one open. It's just so fun. And of course, not all the questions are answered. But it had to be Christmas Eve because of the holy giving and everything. So it's so good how it's respectful to actual Christmas and the meaning while being the most fun ever. And I like this one the most of the stop motion Christmas specials because I grew up, I loved Santa when I was a kid. You know, the giving and everything, and the best Smith would go. If you remember in that review. So I've always loved The Legend of Santa anyway, and it's the most fun. So clever. And I feel like Rudolph gets pushed all the way to the top. This was a little bit more on the back burner. I love it. It's got all of the best voice, the best personality, not just voice actors, but best personalities forever. Even better change of winter from Warlock. And then just winter. And final, dancing on top of the snowiest mountain. And then that special delivery. So it's the most clever forever. No matter all those misguided folks. So it has to be how, Mrs. Claus, got reconnected her love of toys. It's so clever, like, toys are a band, But how Chris and the Kringles pushed through in winter. How he spread the cheer, how he spread the giving. He spread the heart. He spread the love to everyone. And now they have Christmas forever. Because he gave of himself and he spreaded good cheer to everyone. Now they all have Christmas forever. Have to protect from grandma ran over my reindeer. Jake is all the Christmas spirit, keeping the store alive, literally, for Grandma Frankenheimer. Because first his sister, never better drib, you are. Mom and dad, we are in the black again, being a regular mom and dad. I mean, like, they're the most normal characters, basically. I mean, along with Jake and his mom, dad, and his sister are the most normal. Well, Grandpa, he been through too much with using that beaver as the only chainsaw. We had to chop our tree down by hand. Here we go again, because their dad got the most definition of an inflatable tree. And how the ornaments finally sprout. Star on top, finally. The most unbelievable. How it still is going to be their tree. Come on, that's literally what they have. So it's incredible how, of course, Grandma gives the fruitcake. She tells the story to all the kids dressed as a Christmas elf. How, she is the pillar of the warmth that their family has. The family warmth and everything. Yeah, so in her store, she tells stories to the kids, Christmas stories, dressed as the elf, sells Grandma's killer fruitcake. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to that. Yes, she protects everyone she can. Store loves them. Well, Cousin Mel, come on. It's never too slimy. How this green makes me warm. How she just wants all the money. Yes, and while number one, Austin is a wealthy billionaire, actually does want to stay in the Christmas spirit too. As long as Cousin Mel actually lets him. That's so cool that I can actually have the DVD in front of me. I don't do that too often, you know. Yeah, Austin Bucks, here he is. Yeah, but he actually does care, and you see why more. So like, Jake is sticking with Grandma the entire store, even when his parents and sister, everyone else normal, are starting to lose faith in the store. Jake is still sticking with it, and you'll wrote a letter to Santa about the store, Grandma, everything, keeping it. Well, Grandma had to go out with this fruit cake. But Cousin Mel, she sabotaged when Grandma's good fruitcake, because Grandma always gets all the orders. Or it was stronger than the head of Uncle Bucky. It was strong enough to give the whole state of Kentucky a great big belly ache. I can't wait to rewatch it because I was so clever. Or when you have Grandma's good fruitcake. Yes, but it needs to be the most delightful killer tradition. Just Cousin Mel tries to sabotage it, but nothing stays sabotaged, of course. Everything ends up fine. So, Grandma goes out because she has to go get her medicine, and she goes out with her drink and her mug, hot chocolate, of course, and fruitcake. Well, it's Christmas Eve. Santa's coming in, but his reindeer is caught off guard by Grandma's fruitcake, so he accidentally runs over Grandma. So now it's Jake proving that it was Santa's reindeer, and his letter was received by Santa. A kid who actually still believes, like a lot of other Santas, like Santa who too, like your kids they just don't believe anymore. They don't just keep the warmth and the true giving of Christmas, of just wanting to give and, giving goodwill towards their family, or just wanting a family member to be healed, and family member to be healthy. But now it's just gimme. So Santa loves how Jake is always helping out his grandma, and he keeps the truth giving spirit of Christmas alive and everything. So of course he sends down his number one elf, Quincy, to help out the one and only Jake. And they go get... guess they have Grandma because they ran over her, so by accident. The one in the reindeer caught her by accident. So they have Grandma. So Jake's reunited Grandma, but Grandma doesn't remember. She got to get her memory back. Stop Cousin Mel. Yes. So now they got to stop Cousin Mel and I am Slime. Those unbelievable initials. So it just happens to be I am Slime. You said it, not me. So they got to stop because they're trying to trick Grandpa into selling off his rights to the stores. Can't do that. So they stop him. Santa is safe from being in another court, like a Miracle on 34th Street, another trial of Santa and everything. This was not about the existence. It's about Santa being, innocent of accidentally running over, because it was Cousin Mel's fault, because she put that nasty stuff in the fruitcake that caught the reindeer's attention. Yeah, it was her fault. What she put in the fruitcake attracted the reindeer in the first place. So Christmas is saved. Grandma keeping the store even more family oriented. Come on in. Even more warm and inviting. So, of course it's the best. To then lead into all of the other reindeer. I love I'm using the DVDs this time. Yes. Olive is the best dog she knows of. And taking care of her Master John. This is so cool. I'm doing this. Yes, so John just wants to be a regular dog, but Olive does not behave like a regular dog. Yeah, especially Christmas. She just focused on spreading good cheer to everyone, especially to Petrie. Definitely. Martini. Hey, he's real. His name, that's his actual name. Like, these are actual genuine Rolexes. So he sells all these watches. Yeah, he's real thrifty like that, on the street. Yeah, a friend on the street. Just this cool penguin. Even though he's in like regular, like suburban weather. Like the sun's shining, but there's a penguin. I never thought about that. So, she listens to the best reasoning Christmas time, because Tim wants her Master John, right? Yeah, wants her to be the regular forever, the only best pet. She is the pet, the best. So he wants to keep being the best pet. While he has this little flea of a friend who, makes her feel like, the flea mishears what John says. And and they both think that John does want her. He does want her because he is actually going to get her a better dog collar, get her better dog things. Wants you. You got to hear how they will know what he actually is doing. So in this world, everyone knows Santa is real. So they literally broadcast on the radio that all of the reindeer are down. We need the main reindeer down, so we need all of the other reindeer. Did you hear that? He said all of the other reindeer. No, he said all of the other reindeer. No, he said all of. So now Olive goes out with Martini. I keep on saying, but it sounds like panini. Now here's his right bites. It's Martini. So they go out. Yes, and now they're on their way to the North Pole, so they have to go on this bus. Well, the worst impacted mailman, because he's tired of selling having to deliver all these Christmas packages. Christmas, and home. Yes. He's the worst. So he's out of town. He's trying to make sure Christmas doesn't happen, so that he doesn't. Well, I mean, but if Santa doesn't give out the present, people are still going to be giving. They're still going to be sending their packages through the mail. They're still going to be giving the UPS and everything. If Santa literally can't deliver, they're still going to be giving away and best. And I got some stamps. Yeah. So his plan falls apart. Yeah. I'll go ahead and say it now. Yeah, because if Santa doesn't give out the presents, people are still going to send presents to each other. So it doesn't make any sense, plan. But hey, if there's no Santa, there's less morale for Christmas. Ooh, because I guess here they believe in Santa and stuff. But true Christmas, you give because of Jesus. You give because of the real giving. That's why you give with God. But here in this special, I guess. If Santa doesn't do it, then Spirit, for doing the big Christmas, big Christmas, that morale is down. But it's always Christmas with actual Christ. It always is Christmas with actual God. But if Santa's not here, then they don't have that same do Christmas, that. But it's always going to be Christmas and God and everything. So gotta stop him forever. Yeah, so they get on the bus, and they used to happen to me. I thought the Pledge of Allegiance was about me, for which it stands. His name is the bus driver. His name is Richard Stands. It's awesome. It's so funny. Yeah, you think it's about you. That's so funny. There's the whole idea behind this, whole special and everything, and the book is based off of. So of course they get to North Pole. First they got to stop this North Pole bar fight. So they all work together. It's Christmas after all. So it actually works out. It's Christmas again and forever. And yeah, it really just shows that no matter who or what you actually are, you can achieve this dream. Because all of us get to fly with the other reindeer. Even though Tammy doesn't fly. But you see, it's so funny. Because all the other reindeer, have strong reindeer bodies, but all of the little dogs, she's kind of hanging a little bit. All the other reindeer actually fly, so it's cute. It's so fun. Yeah, and how she realizes that Tim still wants her. John, isn't it? John still wants her. Yeah, I'm thinking of Tim because of another owner. Yeah. So, they still wants her, and it's even better giving Christmas to want you. Yeah, so I love that forever. Yeah, it definitely does sounds like all of the other reindeer. No, but it's you, Olive. It ends up being Olive and everything. Yeah, happy birthday to all of the Frosty specials. So glad he's here. Yeah, because I'm going to keep that there. So, the original Frosty, the snowman. Even my attention grabbing. Yeah, I love it. Because it's so cool, because as a kid, you don't know a lot of these celebrities that are the narrators. There's different characters. You don't know. So it's so funny growing up and actually knowing who these people are and everything. Yeah, it's so crazy. Yeah, who Frosty is voiced by Wally Vernon. Yeah, well, it was perfect because Frosty is alive for the first time. So these amazing children, school kids, especially, isn't Rachel the main little girl who sticks the closest with Frosty? Right after, give me back my hat. The magician, who isn't too busy because he's able to go to to kids' schools on the last day before winter break. He's not really a busy magician if he can just go to a kid's school. Goes to a school for kids. Well, I guess the teacher schedules it, I guess. But you know what I mean? Like, if I was a bigger magician, he might not be doing this. Going to a school. I'm getting too real about that. Like, it's an actual career. But yeah, he's making it a career to get this hat back. And he has this bunny companion, of course, who needs to comply when he actually needs to come out of the hat. But the kids use it. Frosty's alive. You do everything through the streets of town. And then, of course, he's made out of snow. You gotta stay in the North Pole. So you gotta send him to the North Pole till he be fine. But no matter what happens, he's made from Christmas snow. So he can always be back. He used the same hat, That's the thing about it. But then Frosty's Winter Wonderland, got a whole family. So it's crazy because his magic goes on to them. You'll see how it's possible without them having the hat and everything go on to them. Hey, and we got a great narrator, even better, protecting him. He's not playing the deputy, but the narrator and ears, Andy, and everything. Yes, it's just as fun with Parson Brown of literally using Winter Wonderland. Frosty is still Byron and everything. But now Jack Frost is trying to stop Frosty because he should get all the accolades and stuff, But no, Frosty gets what he deserves. Family. He deserves this beautiful life with a wife and kids. Literally. And then it's Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July. Where now they've been friends forever. And that's so cool because this is the last special of all the specials with all these characters and everything. So it's so cool. This is the last special they made with all the characters. So now Rudolph and Frosty friends forever. And so much because it's actually about this terrible winter wizard who's trying to take over. But he can't because Santa is still doing this awesomeness, so he can't take over Christmas. So trying to take over winter. And Christmas needs to stay one of the best parts of winter. Yeah, so he tries to take over. He can't because this power was given in Rudolph's nose. They added this on to this because this is not in the original story of Rudolph and everything. Yeah, but it's added on. So this power is in Rudolph's nose. So this winter wizard, I don't want to say he's not Winter Warlock. This winter wizard tries to take the power away from Rudolph's nose. Like, that's a perfect conflict right there. Well, Frost's family helping out, and they have a friend who's an ice cream man, on this this hot air balloon, and there's a circus, yes, because it's Christmas in July, so it's they make it they're able to make this deal where Frosty, because they have this magic over them, so they can survive in July weather. July heat. So they're able to survive and they're able to go to this circus, but it's actually they have to be careful because of this winter wizard and this unbelievable this is the worst in every way reindeer. This reindeer who pushed off to the side, no one talks about just Rudolph instead. He's the most pitiful. No, because it would happen Rudolph's dad was the coach of all the reindeer. Come on, how could he still be this pathetic if he was coached by wasn't it Blitzen the dad? I'm not gonna try to remember exactly which reindeer it was. It was Rudolph. That was one of the actual reindeer. That wasn't Blitzen or Dasher. Who was Rudolph's dad, the coach. So he's the worst. So we gotta stop these. This is where's abandoned, and this is a shady businessman they gotta stop. So yeah, so it's Rudolph Frosty stopping all these knuckleheads so that Christmas and Rudolph's nose can continue on. So it's so funny. Like I said, it's the end of all these specials. And it's so funny because another great Rudolph special is I don't watch the original Rudolph that much. What? I don't watch it that much because I like it. Yeah, of course. And it's got a great message about being yourself no matter what. If you're different, this nose wanting to be a dentist. If you're not the they see you as you're not a misfit toy. You're just unique. I love the theme of it and everything. I love the Mountain Man and the Abominable Snowman. Yay, that's all on top. But I just don't ever feel like I just never feel like just like watching that one. I love Santa Claus Coming to Town. Like I said, like Santa Claus, the actors. I just watch Santa Claus Coming to Town more every year. But I watch these other Rudolphs, like Rudolph's Shiny New Year, and this one's about New Year. It's kind of funny how the follow-ups to Rudolph are not technically Christmas. Like it's Christmas in July, and this is New Year's. Rudolph's Shiny New Year. So Santa calls on Rudolph once again to find Happy the baby New Year because he gone missing, and it's terrible because this baby New Year has these big ears, and when he's not, you know how like usually in myth like he's wearing a big top hat, Happy New Year, but when he's not wearing the top hat, you can see his giant ears. So they don't like the. Oh well, Happy doesn't like that. 'Cause people laugh at him. But yeah, cause the nurse, the nanny was coming like, oh blimey, those ears, just gotta help myself. Yeah, and good thing Father Time has enough time to tell us that because it's literally the Father Time is the narrator of this one. And he's not who he's played by, Red Skeleton. He has that face, and he has a little bit of red in his hair, of course. But you don't have to worry about him playing all them characters. So there's no playing around because Rudolph is off and he has to go to literally all these islands of time. And here's this Amsterdam playing the best caveman. I am 1 billion. Yeah, OM will work for me. Okay, 1 million. Like 1 million years ago, caveman. Come on. Yeah, well, Rudolph is still the same. And Santa, no matter who he's played by, is just as bright and get you back. Happy New Year. Yeah, of course, it's everyone again doing their best job. And of course, Red sneaks in there with some character voices. But here's Rudolph, the best voice ever. Yeah, so they go on and then they meet a knight in the land of. They go to the year where all the fairy tales were written. That's clever, because technically the fairy tale's not real, so it's the year that they were written, and then they go back to 1776 Island, where of course it's the 4th of July all the time. Our Independence Day and everything. Yeah, so they meet Ben Franklin. Technically it's Ben Franklin, but it's not called Ben Franklin. I guess it's like the figure that represents that island. He's Ben Franklin. So they meet him, and so now they have a caveman, a knight, Ben Franklin, and now they're all helping find Happy. Yeah, and Happy was found, but he ran off again, and they gotta stop this word vulture, because this vulture is Egon, and this Egon, the literal time is about. It's so clever how to use time. So the Egon, the actual time is about to be up for Egon. But if he finds baby Happy, then it'll always be New Year's Eve. It'll never be a new year. So he's trying to find baby Happy so that it will stay December 31st. And it'll always say, yeah, because, like in myth, we have Happy baby. So if they have Happy, then it's a new year. But if they don't know where Happy is, then, in this myth, obviously, then there's no new year. They don't have the baby New Year with the ball and everything. Yeah, so Egon's trying to keep Happy. Yeah, but no, we need this new year. We need baby Happy. So there can literally, in this myth and everything, in this legend, we need the baby New Year so there could be a new year. This myth. So you gotta keep Happy off of these islands and everything, yeah. So Rudolph finally tells Happy, oh, don't laugh. Hey, I used to get, right because of this nose right here, I used to get laughed at all the time. But it makes you unique, makes you awesome. Rudolph was perfect because he grew up with that. People laughing at him because of his nose when playing any reindeer games. Yeah, so they get baby Happy back out of a lot of help because, Rudolph, he also gets some companions to go off with him before he gets companions from Father Time. Because Father Time is friends with Santa, of course, and everything. So he gets a soldier And he says because all of them have time pun names. Yeah, so he gets soldier like 10 to 3. He has yeah, he has a camel who has a clock in its body. So like the circle and versus a camel. So let me 10:15. Can I tell you quart for short? Sure. Not at first though. And then there's Big Ben, this giant whale. I love it, it's Big Ben. Yeah, so they find Baby New Year, and here comes the rest of these specials. Yes, of course. Yeah. Well, you know Dash. You know Rudolph, the original special. I love the original special. I just don't watch it. Like, I just don't want to watch it as much as the other specials. But I like the original Rudolph special. Like I said, amazing theme, unforgettable character songs. Yes, jingle, jingle, jingle. I feel like so underrated, some of the songs in there. And so like, Skinny Santa. Who ever heard of a Skinny Santa? I just don't watch it as much. That's all. Because I love Santa Claus Coming to Town the most of those specials. And I started watching now it's Little Drummer Boy. It's funny because this is the DVD box set I grew up with. I got this as a present when I was a kid. And it's literally a storybook, if you can't tell. It looks like an actual storybook. I'm not going to move it. It looks like an actual storybook. It was just perfect. These stories is real beautiful, regal. And yeah, even like the design all around it, like the actual like the design of the book is very Rankin Bass of the special. Like the gold around, like the gold trimming around it. Maybe I'll bring my camera over to it. The gold trimming around it. Now I can't continue. Okay, the gold trimming around it. Like it's in that same drawing style as the actual special. Yeah, you know how this like is very round and very animated. If you can tell, everything about it. Wow, it just got the coolest Coke right next to it. Yeah, it's the end of all that. So yeah. So the original Rudolph is awesome. Pretty much get my opinion on it, but I like it. Yeah, it just goes to show no matter what, you can be who you are. You can be who you are no matter what. And it doesn't matter. You can be who you are and you can do what you want to do no matter what. That's it. So, Little Drummer Boy. Oh man, he will stay happy because he's mad because of something that happens to his parents. And of course, he gets word that they get word about this little baby that's supposed to be very important. It's the shining star, followed everything. So yeah, well, he plays his drum on the street just for fun, but of course the worst, Arabian businessman, maybe not Arabian, but Israel, Bethlehem. This terrible businessman, like Middle Eastern businessman, yes, trying to get this deal, getting his little boy to perform for him with these little animals that he has. But of course, the little drummer boy is mad because of what happened to his parents. So he doesn't smile. So I will paint a smile on you. Doesn't even mean like it's very Middle Eastern. You silly child, I must do this so we can make these riches. That's what I mean by very Middle Eastern, very like that, biblical. You cannot do this, so here's what you need to do. You need to fall on your knees to the newborn king, baby Jesus. Yeah, because this businessman is just focused on while the sun is high and the customers here and the ghost is hanging high. I can catch like other men can when the goose is hanging high. He's trying to get all these, he's trying to get all these customers. He's trying to get all these opportunities while the goose is hanging high. While the goose is hanging high. But he can't get them while the goose is hanging low. So he's trying to keep all these customers while the goose is hanging high. But the boy plays for the newborn king. Of course he is, shined on by this light. The wise men give their gifts. Yes. We have a king. Here is the King of Kings, Lord, born in this manger. And finally, the richest sound. Of Jesus. Because the whole point of the drummer boy is that I don't have anything. All I have is this drum. But the newborn king loves it. He loves just the fact that the drummer boy gave it all he had. That's it. That's the whole point of it. Is this is all that I have to give the newborn king, and that's all. Just give your all to the king. And that's what it's about. So it's awesome. Yeah, like it used to be weird. Like I know it's not actually in the Bible, but it's a very powerful message and everything. Yeah. So next is Pinocchio's Christmas. I'm gonna go through the rest of these real quick. Yeah. So now Pinocchio, because it's the characters of Pinocchio. It's not too different from the animated classic. Yeah, this version of Pinocchio and the characters. Yes, well, Pinocchio's trying to find the perfect present for Geppetto. And of course, he gets short shrifted. People try to take advantage of him. Well, he needs to listen to Jiminy Cricket. Yeah, he needs to listen now. Yeah, come on. I'll give you everything nice. Yeah. Oh, I'm a lucky fellow. Blessed. So he needs to listen, get this present for Geppetto, while Geppetto's trying to get a good present for his boy. And there's a funny running gag about Geppetto wearing a wig. Like he has no hair underneath. Like he only has the hair on the side, but he wears his wig. And of course you got Honest John. And he has a girl cat instead of Gideon in this version. Yeah, so of course try to trick Pinocchio again so that they can give him to this instead of Stromboli, to try to give him to this different puppet master being this puppet show. So they try to trick him. Yeah, but this will be a great gift. Come on, we'll take to get a gift for Geppetto. Yeah, this is the gospel truth, the whole truth. While they're singing the gospel truth, his little cat assistant, she gets shot by lightning every time they lie. Because it is Honest John, the worst honesty. Honestly, he is the worst. Yeah, so I just love it's the gospel truth, the whole truth. So this is Honest John, and this is his friend. Yeah, the gospel truth, the whole truth. Like he's fine, but she gets shot by lightning. The gospel truth. And this is why they need all the gospel good news of actually doing Christmas and celebrating that we have a savior. So Pinocchio gotta get this good present. He gets out of a lot of nonsense, a lot of nasty situations, of course. Next, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, of course. Grinch try to steal these presents. I'm going to do this real quick. Learns the real meaning of Christmas. Loves it finally. Appreciates Max. Yes, and it's just so cool just how, I'm just get straight to the point. How, just from him singing, they're not bothered by not having this stuff. They're still going to sing and have a beautiful, bright Christmas. No matter, like, he literally took all their stuff to the top of this mountain. But they're just going to enjoy their Christmas, just like they always do. Because it's not about the stuff. Like, it's not about what comes from a store. And because they just phrase it a little bit more, but, Christmas means a lot more. Christ, it was given to us, but, because they just phrase it that way. So he realizes that Christmas is not what you get. It's what you already have inside of you and everything. So your heart grows. And now, 'twas the night before Christmas. It's super clever. They like the Breaking Bad specials, how they literally use the songs for the special. So it's cool they have this. It was the poem "Night Before Christmas." So there is a mouse stirring, and he's the narrator. So it's this father mouse and his family, and he has a son who thinks maybe this is overrated for Christmas. Maybe we shouldn't do Christmas this year. Are you mad? Well, they're literally a mouse family that lives in the house of a human family, and the father is giving the story Night Before Christmas. So they have to give the actual everything will be fine for this mouse family is on top of the entire need for the human father to fix the town clock. Because the town clock needs to be in place that final hour of Christmas Eve. For Santa, come along this Christmas. Santa, hurry on the skingle. You love all these songs too. Yeah, this love. Yeah, this the best integration of the actual Night Before Christmas. And here's all these other beautiful messages. So, Junior, you must write what you have done. Because Junior wrote this letter. Junior Mouse, that is. of not having Christmas and nonsense. So he realizes, he is so scientific at first, but he realizes that even a miracle needs a hand. He realizes that, it doesn't matter. You should believe in things. You must believe, in order to believe in all these fun things, you just gotta let go of everything that's actually proven. That you can't just be the most scientific. That you've got to just, believing is seeing. So you just gotta believe in it no matter what. So he realizes that and helps out at the end to get the clock fixed. So that then at the end, it is Santa with that. And then at the very end, they recite the actual poem. And I my cap, long winter's nap. Yeah, then I saw him, the jolly old elf. They do the actual poem, they show it and everything. It's beautiful. It's just Santa, no mustache. It's a classic. It's fine. Especially, with me loving animation and everything. Especially when you know how many specials they were making and all the different characters. From special to special, some of the character models changed and stuff. From being stop motion and 2D. And all the different specials they made. So I give them the best. It is Christmas, that gift of a pass. This is the best traditions every year. Of course it is. Awesome. That if all it was, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. We are enjoying the cleverness of the already best staple poems, so it's always Twelfth Night for Christmas. And yeah, I just wanted to just dive into the heart of every possible love of these specials. And there's all the more. There's always more, And then, might not mention these movies that often. So, to Grandma's House we go. Is the best, Olsen twins. Can we? The characters are playing this one. They play two little girls. Mom is a busy working mom. This hard-working convenience store single mother gets help from a mailman. Delivery urban cowboy, ma'am, because he's saving up so he can buy his Happy Trails ranch, so he can live like Roy Rogers. That's one only Eddie wants to. Well, he's telling her, Erna. Yeah, and taking care of these two girls while the girls over here, mom wanting some, a single parent wanting peace and quiet. So they go off to their grandma's house out of knowing. So gotta get her, and it's not a special, but the only way I would really talk about it. And there's so many good ones. And there's another good Rankin Bass special that doesn't get talked about much. Yeah, it's like the first Christmas, is these nuns, and they make this beautiful Christmas pageant at the end. There's so much more to it. It's like the first Christmas snows. Yeah, I'll double check that. I'll put it down here. But it's a beautiful special made by them too. Like, no one talks about that one. Yeah, so a lot of specials do, like even Santa Claus Coming to Town. How they chose Christmas Eve because it's the night of holy giving, divine giving, and they say it. And Drummer Boy, it's very subtle, but a lot of specials they do hit on the actual meaning of Christmas, the actual birth of Jesus and everything. So yeah, so all of these specials are awesome, will last forever. So please let me know all your favorite specials, all them best traditions. Please like, subscribe. Please hit the notification bell when all new videos come out. Merry Christmas! Enjoy everything that's special this time of year and every day, because Christmas really is every day as long as you give every day. So please enjoy every day is Christmas. And yes, do everything, and these videos will last for Kenfinity.